Those propagandists, those are the real enemies of humanity, because what they do is that they're propagating this myth that the Quran and the teachings of Prophet Muhammad are the source of the inspiration for the suicide bombers, right? And all that they have is one hadith, just one saying of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, which is that's a weak saying of the Prophet Muhammad out of the thousands and thousands of sayings. But not only that, but they misinterpret that saying of the Prophet, peace be upon him. So in that saying, actually, the Prophet describes the reward for someone who dies as a martyr. And we are going to discuss that who are martyrs. So the misinterpretation comes when, to their understanding, martyrdom or who becomes martyr are only those who die while fighting non-Muslims or while killing non-Muslims. That's one misinterpretation. Number two, they've picked up out of all the 6-7 rewards that they've mentioned, they've just picked up one, and that is that they'll be given 70 virgins. Virgin is a loose translation, but 70 hur in the paradise. And then they propagate, they admit that those who commit those terrorist attacks are doing so just because of that motivation or that inspiration. So that myth is being propagated by some major sources of disinformation. For instance, one of them is Wiki Islam, right? Have you been to that site? No? So that's one of the sites. So if you go visit that site, you don't see any author over there, but there's lots of information. So in the first glance, you would think that this is Wikipedia or something, or this is an Islamic source of information. But if you're not well versed in the Islamic teachings, you'll keep reading and reading and reading, and then you'll conclude that this is what Islam actually teaches, right? And what they do, what they promote is actually, yes, Prophet Muhammad has said this. Yes, it means jihad, right? Yes, they are supporting references to prove this point. Yes, it's about killing non-Muslims. Yes, suicide in jihad is okay, right? Yes, it's okay to kill innocent people. Yes, it means suicide bombers will be rewarded. So what they try to prove is that, according to Islamic text, if you commit suicide and if you're killing non-Muslims and you die, then you'll go to paradise, and number two, you'll be rewarded 70 virgins. This is actually the actual incitement of hatred and violence, because you won't find any credible Islamic source which would promote all these things. So if there's a group of non-Muslims promoting all this stuff, which is absolutely incorrect, but the way they're presenting it is that this is correct, right? So if someone like you, a youth, or a new convert to Islam, or someone who doesn't have a good understanding of Islam, if they go and visit that website, those types of websites, then they would believe in that, and they might go out and do those kinds of things, right? So who is then promoting violence, and who is inciting hatred, and who is misleading youth and non-Muslims or new Muslims? It's these kinds of websites, right? So in